This is Zach Crockford's cast blog on Sturgis Soccer for the 15th of September. Um, we had a game yesterday, which was Monday, and we had a game today. I didn't get to blog yesterday, so I'm just going to do those two blogs in one sitting. So yesterday, the 14th of September, we played Nantucket. We have never beaten Nantucket. While I've been on the team, we've never scored a goal against Nantucket. We usually get blown out of the water 6-0, 10-0. It's never close. They always put their second string in by the time the second half rolls around. This year, we dominated the first 20 minutes. We owned it. We had 5-10 chances to score. We were pressuring. They were freaking out. I had one defender who asked me, did any of you guys play last year? They thought we were a whole new team. They said we were the best team they've played so far. I was really impressed with how we played for those first 20 minutes. I thought we were going to win that game. It was the first time I've ever played Nantucket in anything and thought that we had any chance at winning, never mind that we were going to win. But then we fell apart. They scored a goal. We started watching them play. I think what happened to some of us was it set in. We started to realize this is Nantucket, and I think we got intimidated. And that really frustrated me because we could have won that game. My learning outcomes are, 1, increased awareness of strengths and areas for growth. Again, I think I had a chance there. I was trying to shoot from the outside. I did it a couple times. Didn't capitalize, but they were nice shots. So that's something I said I want to work on, and I shot a couple times from outside of the 18. So that's good. That's an improvement in my area for growth. And then working collaboratively with others. It's a lot easier to play a game when you're winning 6-0 and not snipe at your teammates and work well together, like that Cape Tech game. But on Nantucket, things came apart a little. Noticed people starting to get at each other's throats, and that sort of thing can't really happen if you're going to come back from a 4-0 deficit. So I definitely think that's something that we need to work on as a team, and personally something that I could improve. And that's in working collaboratively with others. And then considering ethical implications, I have no ethical implication for this game. And then today we played Cape Cod Academy. We've played them a couple times before. I played them 3 times last year, I think, and we lost all 3 times. They've always been a much better team than we are. But again, this time we came out and we controlled the first half an hour of play this time. We really dominated them. We were making all sorts of shots. We had several really close calls for goals. And if the ball had hopped the other way or gone off the defender's shin in a different way, it could have gone in the goal. Both Matt and I had breakaways that could easily, on any other day, have resulted in a goal. But we didn't capitalize. And at the end of the first half, it was 2-0 on a pair of cheap kicker goals that were just bouncing around in the box. So again, there was that frustration that we were controlling the game and we were playing better than the other team and we were passing around the other team and we were using our triangles, but we just couldn't make it work. Increased awareness. I took one shot. It was me and a defender. I went around him and I took a shot from about 20 out. I missed the back of the net by about a foot, 6 inches. It was really close. It was one of my closest calls in that first half, and I think if that had gone in, that would have turned the tide, and we would have scored a couple more, and we would have won this game. As it is, we ended up losing 2-1. But that's definitely good. I feel good about that, taking that shot from the outside, which is something that I have been saying I want to work on. And considering working collaboratively with others. We ran a lot of triangles today, so the guy behind me, who's Brendan Kinsey, passes me the ball. I go around the defender, pass him the ball back down the wing, and what that sets up is that he's running down, I'm going over, he crosses the ball, and there's me and Matt in the center. So that takes a lot of communication. It takes ball speed. You have to know how fast he wants it, where he wants it, when he wants it. So um, that kind of communication is definitely something that is important to our soccer game, especially on my side of the field. Communicating with those guys, that's something I have to think about. I think we did a really good job of it today. Our passes were beautiful. I mean, coach said to us all at halftime, playing really pretty soccer, and it was really pretty soccer. It was good soccer, and we just couldn't find the back of the net, and we made a couple dumb defensive errors. So, considering ethical implications, I was being marked in this game from very early on by a big guy, number 12. And he was marking me pretty heavily, so he was pushing, he was shoving, he was trying to get me off the ball, he was trying to, jostle me up a little. And that happens every once in a while. So I was starting to get a little frustrated. I had gone around him a couple times. I mean, he wasn't as quick as me, but I was starting to get a little mad about it. And so after one play, the ball had been kicked away, and it was back up the field. And he walked into me. He put his shoulder right up in my rib cage, and I just shoved him. It was after the play. The ball wasn't even near us. Nobody was looking at us. And thankfully, he walked away. But I was pretty angry. I was pretty heated at that point, and I shouldn't have pushed him. But it was the heat of the moment. It was a competitive edge, and I'm not sure if I regret it. He backed off afterwards. I understand it was unsportsmanlike, and there's an ethical dilemma there, but asserting yourself with someone who's pushing you around like that on a sports field, at least, and there are other places, is an ethical dilemma that I think is a shady gray area. So this is my blog on soccer for the last two games, Monday and Tuesday, against Nantucket and Cape Cod Academy. We lost both 4-0 to Nantucket and 2-1 to Cape Cod Academy.